Okay, welcome back. This is James Possible. And in this video, I'm going to talk about values. It's recently I've been doing some work and some personal work, about things I want to accomplish with trading and in my future and those kind of things. And what I realized is that it's been a long time since I've really looked at what's important to me. I mean, it's so easy to get focused on money and, grinding away, and to miss the living part, right? The experience of living. So I want to talk about values today, and I'm going to share my top 10 values. And these values, this goes back to 2009, right? 2009. That's 2009, right? 2009. So that's a long time ago. And so it's perfect that I'm doing this work over the last couple days, going through and evaluating. Here, let me show you. So let's see. I want to trade. I want to write books about trading. I want to teach trading. I want to work with people who want to change their lives through trading the forex markets. So I have this big picture thing of the life I want to live as a trader, and so this is part of why I'm doing some of this work. And so you can see, so I've been going through this. I don't know if you can really, but each of this, there's 4 pages of values or value-related words. And, I'm just taking the extreme approach to it, just as I would with my trading. I'm going through and circling and crossing. I'm going through all of them, right? I'm just eliminating all of them, or identifying all the ones that matter to me. And then what I'm going to do is go back through those and then compare them to where I was in 2009 and see if I'm on the same page. Because 2 things are really important. If you don't understand what you want or what motivates you, how can you really be an effective trader, right? How can you know what to do in your life? If you don't know what your priorities are, if you don't know what you value internally on the inside, right? And you're not measuring your choices and actions by those values, then you're just going through the motions. And I personally don't think that's enough for you to be a consistently profitable trader over the course of your lifetime. This is what I want to do for a long, long time. I don't see an end to it right now, because I absolutely enjoy trading and trading the forex markets. If you don't understand what you want or what motivates you or what you value, how can you know what choice is the best choice? I'm going to argue that you can't. So I'm going to share with you my thoughts back in 2009, and again, I'm not done going through my 4 pages of work here, but I'll read off a couple of those. And if you really want to be that consistently profitable trader, forex trader, you've got to take an inventory. I really feel like it's important for you to take an inventory of your values, of what matters to you, and what moves you emotionally, intellectually, psychologically. Because if you don't, there's always going to be a little bit of a gap in your trading. And the gap is that question mark, right? And it might not even be a question mark, it's just that you're going through the motions. Going through the motions of trading. And yeah, you might be profitable, but at the end of the day, is it really taking you somewhere? Are you really headed somewhere with your profits? And that's really important to look at. So let's go through the list. I'm calling my top 10, right? Alright, so the first one is excellence. And my comment to myself back in 2009 was, it is the very best each of us has to offer, and it comes at a price if you're willing, right? And I'm still a fan of excellence. I think excellence is still important. Then I made a note to myself, Will Smith, talent versus skill. And there's some great quotes on that you don't have to be the best to beat the best. Okay, so my second value back in 2009 was compassion. Without it, there are no friends. Back in 2009, I did a lot of personal work, and one of the things I realized is that I wasn't valuing, I wasn't giving enough, I just wasn't giving attention to my relationships with people. I wasn't seeing value in my relationships with people. That's changed so much. So compassion is a big thing. My third value, friendship. And this was my realization, is that life was never meant to be an experience of one. Life is so much richer when we experience it with others. There's something about experiencing the moment yourself, and there's something really extraordinary about experiencing that same moment with somebody else, and seeing what's going on with them, right? And being a part of their experience. It's I don't know, for me, I love it, right? It's just, there's just so much there. As humans, we're pretty amazing. Okay, so the fourth one, gratitude. Without it, we are simply a passenger on a journey with an end we will not enjoy. Just think about that. And this was my thought about gratitude. Without it, without gratitude, we are simply a passenger on a journey with an end we will not enjoy. Nobody wants to die. And so if that's the end, what about all the stuff that happens up to that point? And if you don't have any gratitude for those moments in between, for the angst, the upset, the emotion, the great experiences, right? You know, all of it. How will the ending have any real value to you? Just my thought. Okay, 5, courage. Without it, the unknown will never be faced. I mean, hell. Courage. Yeah, here I am doing this. For me, that's courage. This is freaking crazy for me, but I'm doing it. I'm stepping into a place that I'm not comfortable. I'm putting my face on a camera. Yeah, courage. Life was meant to be lived. Life was meant to be experienced, and courage is a part of that. 6, simplicity. I absolutely, this is my truth with that, is that without simplicity there is no clarity. I just really feel that. There's just not a question mark in my mind about that. The most successful things I've done in my life, the best solutions have always been the simplest of solutions. 7, resolve. Without it, circumstance will rule. And so what's the point there? I mean, if you don't have resolve, if you don't have a willingness to walk through fire, to walk through your angst, walk through your frustration, walk through those moments when it's not working for you, then circumstance, the events of the moment, will determine how you experience your life. Those circumstances will determine your emotion, your reaction. So resolve is really, really important. Still is today. 8, number 8 was strength. Without it, there is no path, only obstacles. I'll just let you think about that. Number 9, hope. Without it, there is no dream. And I firmly, without hope, there is no action. Hope is not a plan, right? But without hope, there is no dream. There is no action. There is no possibility. Hope is the seed of possibility. It just makes me crazy how people discount hope, but yet nothing begins without hope. Nothing begins without hope. Finally, 10 is awareness. Without it, insanity is inevitable. Just think about that, right? If you're not aware of yourself and what you're doing and what's happening, the outcome of what you're doing, what do they say about insanity? Doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting a different outcome. That's insanity. Well, awareness will help you break that cycle of insanity, because we all have it at some level. I mean, we're human, we're imperfect. So there you have it. There's my top 10 list from 2009, my values. And again, this is James Possible. I want to thank you for joining me. Maybe in one of the future videos I'll talk more about what I've learned going through the process again on my values. I can tell you that the order on my list has changed, but I'll share that more later. We're already at 15 minutes. So again, this is my Forex journey. I want to thank you for being here, and I look forward to sharing more on the next video. Bye for now.